I am stunned. Ivan Demidov is a wizard on the ice, winning the game. Well, really, it was Mike Matheson, but Demidov's play late in the game saved the Habs after Jakub Dobes had to beat an unbelievable brick wall, and then Bolduc contributing. It's Ivan Demidov who comes out on top, but it's not just this. It's the message this sends to the rest of the NHL and how Montreal is now tied for the lead in the entire Eastern Conference. There is so much to get into, and I want to start with some other guys, though. Look, it was a big match from Slav. It was a big match from Jakub Dobes. Ivan Demidov almost set the table for Nick Suzuki at one point. But right now, after this game, Montreal, the most important thing, are at the very top of the Atlantic Division. Detroit lost earlier, so even getting to overtime gave us the point to get to the top of the Atlantic. But maybe even more important, we're now tied with New Jersey for the lead in the entire Eastern Conference. Now, we do have one game in hand. New Jersey is 6-1. Montreal is 6-2. But the important thing here is, in a game where we looked slow in the second and third period, we got outshot horribly. We found a way to claw back and win. And as always, feel free to pause, turn your video to HD, because we do record here in HD 60 FPS. Go check out this box score. There's so much we could get into here. No one had more than 1 point, but I kind of love that, right? Montreal is just getting that depth scoring that we want. Now, to be fair, I wanted some more goal scoring tonight. Dustin Wolf was an absolute menace, but Ivan Demidov to Mike Matheson, and I'll talk about Matheson in a moment as well. What a connection that was there. But also, Jakub Dobes saving as well. But Zachary Bolduc has now scored in the first 4 road games of the season. I don't know what it is. He can't score at the Bell Center yet. But right now, every Hab is getting in on the fun, I should say. And Nick Suzuki's at the forefront of that. Again, picking up an assist. 11 points in 8 games. Yet he just has the 1 goal. He hit a post against Dustin Wolf. He got robbed on a nice little breakaway deke move from Dustin Wolf. He got robbed again on another pass from Demidov by Dustin Wolf. Wolf was unbelievable tonight. He was horrible coming into this game with like a 3.6 GAA and an 860 save percentage. It didn't matter. So credit where credit is due. Dustin Wolf looked unbelievable. And the Habs still found a way to win, thanks to, well, Ivan Demidov, but Mike Matheson, but maybe most importantly, Jakub Dobes. I mean, cue it up.
Dobby has no master. Dobby is a
brick wall. I mean, absolutely, right? Look at those stats. That's a 950 save percentage through 4 games. The guy was unbelievable tonight. That is second still in the NHL, somehow still second to Igor Shesterkin, who was rocking, I believe, a 957. But Dobes is amongst the best in the entire NHL. Now, we know Samuel Montembeault is going tomorrow versus the Edmonton Oilers. At least that's what we've been kind of hinted at by Marty St. Louis, and Monty's going to get some games. He deserves it. But the 1.5 GAA for Jakub Dobes, looking at those stats, saving 36 of 37 shots. A lot of those were not easy. And I mean, do I have the picture of him diving? I got so many pictures. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't even have the picture of him diving on the ice. There I do. Sorry, we're flashing a bunch of different stuff on the screen. This guy was so good and so important for the Montreal Canadiens. He is the brick wall. That bed picture, he got a new couch picture as well. He's living the dream right now, and he is killing it for the Habs. He is a huge reason we've won so many of these games. Like, I'm not going to say Monty was in net, we wouldn't have won this one, but we got heavily outshot. And Jakub Dobes is maybe the biggest reason that we won this game, but we'll take a look here at the rest of the box scores, or I should say the game scores. No surprise, Nick Suzuki, Caufield, and Slafkovsky are at the top. I do want to shout out Slafzilla for a moment here, because he has had so many good games in a row right now. Juraj Slafkovsky's, some people are saying not every game is great. I don't know. I think he's looked amazing. And you can see here again, gros match to Slafkovsky, or gros match, whatever. But gros match to Slafkovsky from Nicolas Cloutier. He has been playing so good. That possession game on the boards, he is going full Slafzilla. I'm not going to play the full thing again. But right now, what he is doing is he is going into the boards, and every time I feel like Juraj Slafkovsky is going to come out of that with the puck, and that is a huge reason why Montreal is succeeding and why that first line has such insane advanced metrics. And by the way, we have a video coming out tomorrow, maybe today, either way, it'll be Thursday, and we're going to be talking a bit about Juraj Slafkovsky, Lane Hudson, Ivan Demidov, all those guys, and so make sure you tune in for that. A little bit of a midday upload, but Slafkovsky was so good. That top line, Nick Suzuki, we already talked about. But it's time to get into this game-winning stuff, because this play, Mike Matheson and Ivan Demidov, the patience, bang. You lure Backlund to sleep here. You look at Backlund, number 11. He's staring at Ivan Demidov the entire time. And it's Matheson who sneaks back door. getting that beautiful goal, his second of the season. Matheson, 8 games into the season, 1/10 of the way into his games played from last year, is already 1/3 of the way to his goal total. And I'm going to be honest, he has looked really, really, really good. That pairing with him and Noah Dobson has been absolutely elite. Now, Noah Dobson did have that big gaffe, of course, that brutal turnover that led directly to the Calgary goal, which the second that happened, you saw Islanders fans chirping Noah Dobson. But guess what he did? He came back out there, he solidified his game, and Mike Matheson made up for it. So, this year it's Dobson making that mistake. Last year it was Matheson. It's fine. Matheson, when he was on the ice, you can see there are no negatives. Even the team offense above average for every single player. I just want to bring your attention to this, okay? Because this just shows, again, this is not, it's not the be-all, end-all. The game score really just is a glorified plus-minus in a lot of ways based on a few other impact stats. But the team offense above average, we got heavily outshot tonight, right? Mike Matheson and Noah Dobson were the only players that had a positive team offense above average. Everyone else, that light blue, that cyan colored bar, if you look at Dobson, you look at Matheson, they were both in the positives. And that goes to show just how big of an impact they had on this game. And Mike Matheson, again, 5 points. I mean, this guy's on pace for something pretty interesting this year. I mean, that's just over a 50-point pace. Right now, again, I don't think his goal scoring is going to stay the same way, but still, he's on pace for 20 goals, 50 points. That's not going to happen, but I don't think it's crazy to say Matheson can get back to that 10, 11 goals, which he's done a few times in his career, 30, 40 assists. Maybe that's crazy. We've been hearing these extension talks about Mike Matheson, so maybe that's coming soon. I don't know, but he has absolutely earned his spot right now. But again, we're talking about him because of this guy. Ivan Demidov right now, look, I'm going to play the demigod. Like, his chemistry with everyone on the team is outstanding, and that's what's so impressive to me, right? Yes, it's him and Mike Matheson on this goal. Patience, bang, goal. But really, what I'm most... Let me just bring that away here. Let me go back here. There it is. What I'm most impressed with Ivan Demidov is how he works well with everybody. And you can see here, Demidov nearly, he did set the table for Suzuki. That was nearly the game-winning goal late in the third when Montreal was finally, after a period and a half of just really not being into it, coming back into their own, firing on all cylinders. It was Ivan Demidov who nearly set up Nick Suzuki for a game winner. And it was in overtime where he took that step and he did land that pass. He did land that game-winning goal on Mike Matheson's stick. Ivan Demidov is doing some insane stuff right now. Like I said, it's wizardry. Watching him with the puck, even without the puck sometimes. The ability, the gravity, I should say, that he has is so evident when you're watching Ivan Demidov play. He has the puck on his stick. Everyone is looking. I'm not going to show you the clip again. We've seen it so many times. Michael Backlund just looking. And Matheson sneaks right behind him because you have to look at him. You have to know something's going to happen. Him and Lane Hutson also teased some interesting stuff here tonight with some back and forth. There was some 4-on-4 play with them. 4-on-4 play? That's weird. Doesn't that sound weird? I'm not going to say that again. But Lane Hutson, Ivan Demidov, when there's a lot of space, good things happen. And yeah, I mean, overall, for this Montreal Canadiens team tonight, what a win. And I just want to reiterate, where are these pictures? I have so many pictures. Go match. There you go. Top of the Atlantic, baby. I mean, right now, even if Detroit wins their next game, we got the tiebreaker because we destroyed them, right? So right now, Montreal safely at the top of the Atlantic Division. The hot start is what we needed. We are getting Nick Suzuki, who was on fire to start the season. We are getting first half Slaf, both half Slaf. We are getting Demigod right out the gate. Even Lane Hutson, I want to show you. Where is he here? Lane Hutson still picked up a point in this game. So Lane Hutson still getting points. Ivan Demidov getting points. Newhook, side note, kind of sneaky getting points for Montreal. Bolduc getting back on track with a goal. So many things are going right for Montreal. I don't think we could have dreamed for a better start to this season. Even in games where we're getting outplayed for stretches, we're still learning to play together as a team. We just traveled to the West Coast and we got a back-to-back tomorrow. Sneaking out these points and, more importantly, wins is what's going to send this team to that playoff picture. Come the year end, we're going to look at the start of this year and say, wow, that was incredibly important that we got that win in Calgary before that game against Edmonton. Wow, that 6-2 start, looking later in the season, my gosh, if we even went 3-3 during that, or 3-5 during that, or 4-4, it would have been completely different. So I'm really excited. Let me know your thoughts on all that down below. That'll do it for this episode of Habs Digest. And hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's, my gosh, that's the biggest thing for us right now. We are trying to push for 25,000. If you made it to the end and you enjoyed what you saw, we got a lot more where this video came from. I've been your host, Josh Gosse, and I'll catch you in the next one.